So we're going to add a hand. So first thing I'm going to do is file, save scene as stage 3, and okay, so that's the next iteration. Okay, so I would say your finger is a cylinder-ish. So we're using a lot of cylinders with this. Palm of the hand, anyway. Also, I mean, it's not a cylinder. It could be a flattened sphere, but then you've got weird subdivisions. So I'm going to go with the most controllable one, which is a box. W, and if I move it over to where the hand is on the floor there, and I move it up, F, there, do it there. So let's sort this out. Polycube inputs are here. Height, if I middle mouse, I can drag it to that. Pretty good. On the top, width. Oh, that's the width. Yeah, that. Depth. Ooh. What's that? 0.8. 0.7. W. Over there-ish. Something like that. That'll do. Need. So if we do depth is that 3? Yay, 3. Width 3. And then height 2. There we go. So it should look like that. Which obviously is not an awful lot like a palm of hand. Let's unsmooth that guy. I mean, what we're here to prep if we want to do the face and go, we don't need you. Go away. Cool. That's that. And let's delete by type history on him so he's nice and tidy. I think we're going to dock the palm on over there somewhere, which is good. And as a good cartoon character, he's only got 3 fingers, and we've got a docking bit for each finger there. So let's just nudge this around to start off with. So I'm going to go vertex, and just start to try and follow the drawing a little bit. You bad boy go there, you go there, you go there. Ooh, you're going to go there. You're going to go, what, there? There. There, there, and there, there, and there, ish. Let's make these line up a bit nicer as I go across the palm of the hand. Tidy mind. Something like that. Being fussy now. Okay, however, it's very straight-sided. And so really do this systematically. If I go that edge, hold the shift key and double click there, that gets that top edge there. I mean, it's a bit difficult to see, but there-ish, round it off. Again, it's the same thing, it's that edge there, double click that, and inside here, let's move it in like that. Cool. And this view, that one, double click there. Less obvious, but just round it off a bit. And there. Ooh. Press the wrong button. There, those 3 there. Go there. We're kind of ignoring that we're in a slightly wrong place. Okay, so we've got that slightly rounded off thing there. Cool. It's a blob, and actually, if you smooth it, it's a blob. You can go, look, when you smooth it, it looks just like the palm of a hand, but actually at this point, not so much. So let's go cylinder now. It's a bit big and it's got too many sides. If I go, right, I'm going to dock 3 fingers on here. and kind of go, right, obviously that edge, face, that one, shift that one, that's going to be a finger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 edges. 6 edges. I've got 6 edges, so I want a 6-sided cylinder. I think that should work. So let's go with that. So we'll start out by roughing it out. We'll go here and say we don't want 20 around the axis, we want 6. We don't want any caps, subdivisions on the caps. Right, you got 2 knuckles on your finger, so I'm going to start with going subdivisions height 3. There we go. Radius, I'm going to go with 0.1, and height, I'm going to go with 0.5 at the moment, and I'm going to rotate it around the Z 90 degrees. Right, pull it over here. See? Finger, there. Finger. Ish, kind of. Yeah. Let's see what we've got on the drawings. Right. Something like that. So initially there's a bit of an issue with it, which is that if you have a look over here, you've got kind of like a flat top and then 2 on the side, and here you've got 2 across the top and 1 at the side. And so it needs to be rotated round, and I think it needs to be rotated around the X, but it's not it, it's X is there. And I do believe it's 30 degrees. There we go, that'll do. That's not too bad. Not too shabby at all. I'm going to freeze transforms. And that just put the axis the right way up for it. Which is kind of cool. Okay. The other thing is that's 6-sided, so I'm just going to cut across that. Go from there to there and hit return. Right, multi-cut tool, we love you. So we've got a kind of a very vague guide to the finger there. So I'm going to go W, I'm going to go vertex. Let's take the front end out of it. So we've got a kind of a bellied outside pendulous bit there, and then 2 stubby bits there, which are a bit tapered. So we need some more edge loops to get some definition into there. So I'm going to get the multi-cut tool, I'm going to hold the control key, I'm going to put 2 either side of that knuckle because it's an area of high deformation. It's just going to bend a bit. I'm going to put in something towards the end there. Let's see how we can go with that. So drawing's a bit vague, so let's go on what we know about knuckles a little bit. So it's a bony bit and it goes up. Gives you a knuckle at the top. Tends to be a little bit more fleshy just before the joint, and a little less fleshy just after the joint. The end of the finger, the end goes up, this peaks up towards there, and then it's a bit fatter over here. Well, it is according to this drawing, it is anyway. So we can get those and just go R in all directions. Bring that down. And so normally over there it's going to be a bit bigger where it joins onto that. We can make a little bit more of these knuckles. W. Can do that. But we're only working in the side view at the moment. I mean, it's very, very chunky finger wise. Hit 3. Yeah. Weird. Doesn't really look like a finger. So 3. It may look a bit like a cartoon finger. 1. So everything at the end there, I think, wants to come in. Like that. Maybe the whole thing wants to come in. do this with edge loops. That edge loop. I can say everything going back towards the hand can be bigger. Move back a bit. If that moves back a bit, then we'll centralise that a little bit. It's very chunky as fingers go, but it's not too bad. It'll do for a cartoon finger, I think. Object mode. I wonder if I ought to put another edge loop in there to hold that out a little bit. Yeah, let's stick another edge loop in there. And see what we can do with the shape then. Because if we've got that like that, and then I go to vertex, I can make that do that, I can make that do that. Oop, what I was after. And then that can be rounder at the front. We can bring that in a bit, and give it a bit more definition. I'll come in just behind that. I kind of have a feeling that I just want to make that bigger because it's going to pull back. Yeah. See, what's that? Yeah, cartoon finger. I'm not going to put fingernails in. It's definitely a cartoon finger anyway. Okay, let's have a look. We can go 1. Unsmooth it. Let's delete by type its history. Freeze its transforms. I'm going to go Control D, pick another one, I'm going to go E, W, get there, and kind of go, that wants to be considerably smaller. I mean, if you look at that one, if you smooth it, it kind of goes towards the drawing, but if I go 1, oh no, bring it in that way for a start. If I get that one, which is, yeah, that's better. That one wants to be a bit narrow as well. Something like that, maybe. Control D, take that one round and go E, and this is the little finger. Something like that. I mean, crazily enough, it starts to look a bit like a hand anyway. This one, I'm going to go Control D, move it out. Now the thumb is an odd finger. It's a horizontally opposed digit. Right, but what I mean by that is actually this bit is up here, and so it's in the palm of the hand, so that means it doesn't really want to be in that. If I go Shift greater than that, I'll just expand that selection a bit. I can go delete and go object mode, W, and that goes like that. Now, thumbs don't really join to hands like that, but I'm doing this because it's simpler for your first character model. It's better for unwrapping, and you can rig it, and it does work. It's just not quite where it should be, but it's fine. We'll live with it. Okay, so we're going to go there. Right, one at a time. It's a bit of a chunky thumb, isn't it? I'm going to bring it down a bit. Although, to be fair, it does sell the drawing. Yeah, okay, there we go. Right. Let's have a look. Let's do this one first. I go face. If I get that one, delete it, that one, delete it, that one, delete it, delete it. Do that. If I get that vertex, I go W, move it in this direction. Do that. we're going to make up some polygons as we go. So yeah, let's start with that. So we go object mode, delete by type history, hold that guy, sorry, select that guy, shift this guy, combine them, and then delete by type history. We can go edge, and as usual I'm going to go, I definitely want you to go to you, so I'm going to bridge those two. I'm going to double click here, hold the control key, deselect that one, and then bridge the rest. Padunk, there you go. And then we can kind of go, ooh, you know, I want you to flow into there a little bit better, I want you to flow into there a little bit better. It's not terrible though. I might want that to dip in a bit. And then we want to kind of like sight down the arm a little bit. I just want it to flow in a little bit cuter. That's all. And to be fair, the hand's probably deeper than the arm, which is not what we've got here. So there's a muscle mass here, so that one and that one, they probably want to come down. Go up, but we can, yeah, we'll mess around with that later. I think something like that. We're a little bit shy of polygons for doing lots of sort of shaping, so we'll do what we can with what we've got. Chunk. There we go. Right, okay. Let's do this finger then. So if I go object mode and we'll delete by type history, and then I'm going to go here, I'm going to go face, I'm going to go you, delete, you, delete. So forget that finger, come back here, select the finger and go combine, delete my type history, yep. And then I know pretty much edge on you, definitely to go to use and bridge that. It says some kind of warning. Reg. May can't proceed selected edges because the mission's bridge must be combined to single. It's not that at all. It's me being stupid. Face is because there's a bloody face in the way, which is why. Let's try that again. Edge to you. Bridge. Yeah, there we go. Cool. And double click and then control click those two away. Bridge. There we go. Cool. So now go on the top here and have a look. It's a tad disorganized, so vertex W somewhere back here maybe. So I could have done this first, and then the top vertex. Okay, so that's, oh no, that was the bottom vertex. Do that. There's some way that we can do that as well, because this is where a knuckle's going to be. Actually, probably just want to bear that down a little bit. Ish. There we go. That's the first finger on. If you have a look, there's 3. Object mode. There you go. Goes on fine. Lovely. Finger number 1. 1. Face. You delete. You delete. Select you. Yeah, again, because I forgot. It's always good to delete the back face out of the cylinder before you, well, out of the finger before you start duplicating them. But hey ho, silly me, I forgot. So, object mode, select you, shift select you, combine, delete by type history, and then it's that top one there, so I'm going to go edge, U, definitely to U, bridge, double click there, hold the control key, deselect U and U, and then bridge. And then we can kind of go, ooh, that looks a bit chunky, doesn't it? Vertex. What if I put you over there a bit? And you there, you there, and you there. Boom, 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 boom. And not too bad. I'll get you. That leaves that middle one. Is that good? Let's have you forward. You forward a bit as well. Let us see what that's like smoothed. I think that middle finger wants to go up a bit, maybe. No, it's the knuckle that's coming down. Yeah, look at that bad boy. Way too high. And you. Look at where I've got the lines there. Down here somewhere. These ones there. Okay, cool. Let's do that. Face. Delete you. Face. You delete. You delete. And then object mode. Shift that one and combine. Delete by top history. Go edge. That one. Shift that one. Bridge. Double click. Control click, and bridge. Right, see that looks very hinky. Let's have a look at it. That's the view I was in. Right, was that in the top view? Yeah, look, I mean, vertex. It would be so much nicer if that just flowed in like that, but we can make a bit more space for it by kind of taking that out there. Oh, go about there. I feel like it should flow in a bit better. I think it's just the little fingers skewed and a bit titchy, but never mind. Well, let's take that over to that centre one, so track that in a bit. Don't into there. Job's a good one. What's that look like? Right, we're a little bit lumpy in places still. I kind of feel like that monster. It's not look better. That looks better. That's what that one does. And I do wonder if you can just nudge that in a bit. So if I go object mode, it all looks a bit lumpy, so I'm going to go mesh display, soften edge, and then I'm going to hit 3. And we've got, knobbly. They're a bit cartoony. I feel that they want to be wider at the end. Almost like those two edge loops. Want to be just a bit wider. Although they're already quite Or maybe the finger should just be short top to bottom. But anyway, it kind of looks a bit like the drawing. So face, you delete. We've already lost that bit of the thumb, so that's good, at least. Let's go edge. Oh no, let's go U, Shift U, combine, delete by type history. Now go edge, because otherwise we won't be able to stick them together. That one, shift that one, bridge, double click, hold the control key, deselect those two. I mean, you can just bridge the whole loop. It's just I definitely go, I don't definitely want you to go to you. So that's why I'm doing that like that. And that docks on like that, which is kind of okay, but we can sort it out a little bit by going, let's track these things around a little bit nicer. W, bring you over here. In fact, let's bring this whole thing up hand a little bit. Let's go and add an edge loop there. There we go. And then go W, and then we can start running these things out around. So move you to there, you to there. Slightly further into there with these. Again, the wrist is an area of high deformation, so we're going to need some more edge loops in it. I'm going to use these bits to describe its shape a little bit better. Preserve a bit more volume. And then I'm going to take this over here. So that starts to describe a curve around here. This is more like that. This can come over here. This can come over here. And again, fatty thumb can run in a bit more nicely that way. In fact, according to the drawing, most of this stuff, oops, which is that the side of the thumb, wants to be over there a bit more anyway. I say according to the drawing, I was kind of pretty vague. If I hit 3, it's going to do that anyway. It looks a little bit like a frog's hand. I will give you that. And we could probably do with having a bit more of a dish there, and maybe a little bit. We don't do that. These guys. What's that look like? No. I mean, apart from lumpy, let's go object mode, mesh display, solid edges, and then do that, and then go 3, and then just. I think this first finger looks a bit skinny, and they all look a bit flattish that way, and they could all do a bit wider. We can nudge them around a little bit, just by. I mean, there's all sorts of different ways of doing it, but I think my favourite way of doing this is go face and get that one, shift that one. If you hold the shift key, then the full stop, which is the greater than symbol, will give you a bigger selection, and then the comma, which is the less than, gives you more of a selection. You can do that and go R and go, I want you to be wider. You just have to watch what you're doing. You go, be wider, and then it can close up on the other finger too much. R, and widen a bit. About you. Shift greater than. Make you wider, and I'd have to move you across a bit, I think. Something like that. I think that edge loop there. No vertex here. If I do that, because I definitely want to put something more in the wrist, so I'm going to go there, hold the control key, put one there, and one there. I mean, I could route some geometry in here and across, but I think for an early model that's probably a bit too much messing around. So now I've got that extra stuff, I can just go vertex and just go, well, I want to give it a bit more shape here, track this around a bit more, just mess with it a bit more, give myself a bit more definition of the wrist there. That doesn't look too shabby. I can live with that. There you go. It's a hand, it's a wrist. He's a little bit froggy, but then again, he's a bug, isn't he? So that'll do. So I can do that. Go in that delete by type history, and let's just have a look at mesh, mirror. Yep. Apply, close. There you go. Character, 2 arms, 2 legs, coming on. Job's a good one. Next time, head, neck, hands. No, we've done hands. Head and neck. That'll do. We'll do that next. Okay, see you in the next one. Bye.